Hello, this is SimsD and welcome back to the channel. This is episode 3 in our Player Through Flight Simulator 24 Create Mode. If you like my content, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel and it doesn't cost you a penny. Well, let's dive into it. So here we are guys, we're back in our headquarters. If you remember at the end of the last episode, we spent basically our entire life savings on getting our commercial pilot's license. So what we need to do next is we need to work on our flight scene specialization, which means we need to get to level 5. What I need to do is I need to do some more missions. New specialization available, ferry flight. What this will do is it will spin us around.
You're ready to take the next step. I have a mission lined up for you. Prove you can handle this, and more opportunities will come your way.
Hello, quality of life improvement Microsoft would be to leave us where we are so we can go and find it again. So we're going from EDRM to EDRD. Gotcha. This is a good feature if you just want to see the route, kind of visualize it yourself, just remove the clouds. So we'll accept that. We're ferrying somebody else's pride and joy, so fuel is good. We're gonna get a 1350 if we don't crash this plane, obviously. If we crash this plane, we get nothing. As far as I'm aware, we don't have to pay him, so I've not had to pay for insurance or anything. So like a me, virtual me, looking I'd say cool, but it's probably not something anybody's ever said about me. Looking nerdy as always. Probably more likely. Oh. Let's head to the aircraft. So we're doing a grassy field takeoff today.
Hello, it's Julia.
I didn't actually check the airports. I presume they're alright since it's the special missions. So we turn this on up. Once you get your own plane, I believe it saves the settings.
The owner's aircraft was in for maintenance, and now that it's fixed, he wants it flown back. He is already waiting for
First world problems. That's all I have to say, folks.
Now give this beautiful bird the VIP treatment it deserves. Take care.
Yes. Oh, that's a very short
Echo Delta, Romeo Mike traffic. Cessna Delta 8 X-Ray Hotel Foxtrot is taxiing to runway 18. Echo Delta, Romeo Mike traffic.
And stop.
Echo Delta, Romeo Mike traffic. Cessna Delta 8 X-Ray Hotel Foxtrot. Taking off runway 18. West departure, Echo Delta, Romeo Mike traffic.
Don't like grassy fields because you don't actually know where the middle of the runway is. I'm just kind of lining my plane up with the pink thing in the top left. We'll go with that. 48, 50, 60, and we're going. Well, the weather looks awful here. I thought Europe would have been nice. Though I can't say that. It's absolutely pinging down outside. Thumbs up. So we're going for speed here. Speed is everything. I don't care about fuel, it's not my fuel. Oh, that's incredibly bumpy. So, let's get our vertical navigation and our heading lights on. Set to 2,400 feet. 2,400. All palette go on. Nope, 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 nope. That's what happens when you don't set the heading. Resume usually on 0. Too bumpy. I can't remember which button I press now. Vertical speed mode, there we go. Go on, you stupid autopilot. Why are you pointing down? That way. Figure your life out. There we go. I don't think it liked the fact that I was in such a weird angle. So there we go. We're autopiloted now anyway, so I'm just gonna... I'll bring this back so I cross. This should keep climbing. If you... Because we're full throttle, this RPO, the steeper we climb, it'll keep it off the red. Remember that when we come off, I always end up getting the fuel flow rate kind of towards the end of the green. I know it's not going to overspeed then. Not bothered about mixture. Add a bit more, just try and get a bit of speed up. I want to be skirting this yellow. So we've got 8 miles. Oof. Whoa, that's too much. Why are we pointing down so much? Clearly in like a thermal or something, because we're not going down at all. We're going down at all, but we are pointing very down. Come on. Why are you not throttling down? That game just decided to not do what I was wanting it to do then. Start building that speed back up. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there. I think it got itself all in a tizzy because it was in a kind of weird angle of attack. Believing it's because it's a gnarly headwind. No, it's not. It's 122 ground speed. Oh, true. Just incredibly bumpy.
Echo Delta, Romeo Delta traffic. Cessna Delta 8 X-Ray Hotel Foxtrot. 5 miles northeast, 2400 inbound to land. Runway 27. Echo Delta Romeo Delta traffic.
I'll do it. It is, there you go. So this is nav mode. So nav mode follows these little boxes, which is the pink line. Basically. You can see the gnarly crosswind, look. The difference between whatever that is called. Should probably Google it. So I can call it by its proper name for you. Let's just add a bit of power because we're slowing down. I want to get this done at some point today. Well, low over there, isn't it? They say that them follow them, but they really don't, do they? Actually, no. I don't think that's right. Let's just heading mode it. Let's go back over here. Because we want to make sure we hit this to come across the airport correctly. We can also start descending. Wrong way. Minus. Start bringing her down. Got plenty of time to do it. obviously we're flying over the top, so flying over the top, so we want to be 500 feet above the pattern if I leave. Probably 2,000 then rather than 1,500. A tad low, judging by the boxes. So you can go in and check your, bring up your tablet, which is your this, and then you can, somewhere in here it'll tell you what the pattern height is. Oh, too busy concentrating on that. Bit more power. So when you get into it, you can always, if you're doing it a bit more proper, you can always check this sort of stuff. Just following this traffic pattern, so we're going to come over the top, do the teardrop round, and then in for land. Which is kind of what these are. How about I turn them off? And we'll go using the purple line. That is the weather with I missed it. I was about to say what they say. I was watching a video about a block in England where I live on all the nuances. This is one of the common approaches in the UK. Basically, it's you can go over the top. It's great for airports that are not manned or that just announced that you're arriving, basically. Because you can fly over the top and then you can check the windsock. Not relying on somebody telling you speeds. Too much throttle. So I'm just trying to play with the throttle, just trying not to lose too much speed. Basically turning the heading dial slowly just to make it go round. Try and follow the line here without mess this up some chronic. Ooh. Scrolling on the mouse is also zoom, as it turns out. So, if you miss the button, you just randomly zoom in. Go. I'm a bit reluctant to drop lower because I don't actually know what height this airport's at. I could flick the they're about the right height. It's the easier way of doing it. Head into base now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill the autopilot there. Take over and do this manually. There's plenty of wind farms up here. I feel they'll be getting a lot of power in this god awful weather. Extremely bumpy. This is not going to be a very nice landing. I'm not sure I would have been happy for somebody transporting my plane in this weather. I think I'd have been like, you know what, I'll just have it tomorrow, thanks. Right, start killing some power, scrubbing some speed. Power all the way out. Shot this a bit, but no flap speed. Down goes the flaps. Final, try and see if we can see the runway. Oh no, pressing all the wrong buttons now. Turning final. That looks like a grassy strip in the middle there. Let's go for that. This to me looks like a runway.
Echo Delta, Romeo Delta traffic. Cessna Delta 8 X-Ray Hotel Foxtrot is on final. Runway 27. To land. Echo Delta Romeo Delta
Lower the
traffic.
speed off. Second lot flaps down. We may have to do a little loop. Not a loop to loop, obviously, but ever not sure what you can do. Bring the tablet. Go. Where you are. Zoom in. Ah! Stalling. Can't do this in the same. So. This is going to be a horrible landing. We're all going to die. I'm about halfway down the runway already. I'm going around. Going around. Going around. It's incredibly bumpy. I don't get too high or too fast. Yeah, I booked out of that one. Definitely what I was trying to show you with the tablet, I've got a bit of time, is you can do this and you can go into one of these map modes. Basically, click that. And if you're ever not sure where you are, that'll tell you. It does take up a lot of screen real estate, but whoa, this thing's a pig in this wind. Right, I'll do my own circuit. It's hard what the game thinks. Do my own thing. Because you know, right on top of the hill, I'm actually too low. This is a very interesting airport. Got 10%. Whoa, see what I mean? We're actually below the hill line. I actually need to climb to get to the airport. I feel like this is what people are like on aircraft carriers. This is awful. Who let us fly in this wind? Whoa. Flat, flat, flat. Wow. Surprisingly good to say the to say the awful weather we're in. If you're playing this game on controller as well, make sure you press and hold the brake button as well as the throttle down button, just to make sure that you are actually unthrottled. Flaps up when taxiing, so you don't inadvertently take off. Yeah, also if you hold the throttle down button, if you have reverse thrust, it eventually kicks into it. We don't have about 1,000 buttons like people with their joysticks do. Dog's trying to unplug the controller, that's not going to go well, is it? I missed it, this is full. You can set up differential steering on the brakes, but I haven't done that yet. I don't see the point. We're not going to be in Cessna for a while. I am pressing. I don't know why it's not letting me. I am pressing the button. Right. So, what you can do if it's doing this glitch. So basically, what I'm trying to do is I am pressing enter now. I'm also pressing the side button, which is to announce taxi. Which is not doing either of. So you come up to here and you hit this one, which looks like a little text message. So we're announcing taxi. So you press 1.
Echo Delta Romeo Delta traffic. Cessna Delta 8 X-Ray Hotel Foxtrot is taxiing to runway 27. Echo Delta Romeo Delta traffic.
Huh? No.
Echo Delta Romeo Delta traffic. Cessna Delta 8 X-Ray Hotel Foxtrot is clear the runway. Echo Delta Romeo Delta traffic.
I've even talked to the right people. Right, okay, that's not working either. So, basically what you have to do in this instance is you just have to press the skip to shut down. Hold the skip to shut down. Another little quirk of Microsoft Flight Sim.
Its challenges, but I hope my plane didn't take too much of a beating. Thanks for your hard work.
It took a beating because you decided that you wanted it on possibly the worst weather day I think I've ever seen. It's your own fault. Ooh, ticks into A, that's nice. I'm happy with an A. Oh, an S is even better. Bad weather bonus, I deserved that bad weather bonus. That's got to be one of the most bumped around I think I've ever had. Wow, God, employer commission. Yeah, that's all you'll see is you lose a lot of money. Is that all? I had another S and you've only jumped that far. Got to be something wrong with that.
I see you've made good progress so far. I think you will need a space of your own. You can take this desk. It's been empty for a while.
Ooh, we get a desk rather than this coffee table. That'd be nice. Hey, we've had an upgrade. So yeah, that's it basically. Specialization, flight seeing. Done. The next one's a skydive. So we need 2 more missions with a CR above, and we need to reach level 8 to get to the skydiving. Let's see if there's any flights available. New specialization. That's the flight scene. So what I'll do is I'll quickly do this mission with you guys, and then I'll probably end the video there. Like a good time. You do get to fly some interesting airplanes when you do your ferry flights. San Marco Square Tour. That's like a nice little route. It's quite well planned out route that. Let's go. Fuel is okay. You don't really need to worry about fuel because it's not our plane. Once it becomes, we buy our first plane, we then have to make sure we've got enough fuel. Or there's a little trick to gain some more money where you actually fly with no fuel and then press the add fuel button and then sell the fuel when you get there. It's a bit of a, depends how realistic you want to play the game, let's say. I'm not too bothered about realism in the grind, so when you're just at the stage where you just need to get money fast, I don't care too much about realism. That's why I'll use the time skip thing, sim rate. That's what it is, sim rate. The sim rate trick.
Everything's fine, Greta.
Go faster.
You can initiate boarding.
The world moves around you so much faster. So you can do like an 8-hour flight in 15 minutes if you wanted to, because it's just so fast. Yeah, so that's a good trick to get you more missions in, to get you more money. And then also the fuel trick is the other good one.
Captain, time to tour all the best spots, don't you think?
Put the computer on.
For today's scenic flight, you're guiding Eleanor and her mom over
We're
a charming
pointing a
local
building.
town of Venice. Seatbelt fastened? Then you're all set. Captain, make this moment
Interesting,
one
but
to
yeah.
remember.
Okay. Right, so the radio
Lima
seems to be
India
working this
Papa
time.
Victor traffic. Cessna India Foxtrot Tango Golf Juliet is taxiing to runway 23. Lima India Papa Victor traffic.
Or why he went Irish for his 3,
Hi.
but
Thanks for taking us aboard. I'm Eleanor. Hey, I'm Federica, Eleanor's mom. Pleasure to meet you.
to meet you too, ladies. Gonna have a nice flight seeing tour today. Don't worry ladies, it's my first flight too. You'd hate to have me as a pilot. If I was a commercial pilot, people would get off the plane.
Lima India Papa Victor traffic. Cessna India Foxtrot Tango Golf Juliet. Taking off
Away we
runway
go.
23. Straight out departure. Lima India Papa Victor traffic.
A bit nervous, but I'll be fine. Can't wait
Oh,
to
got
see
a
the
long
view from up
taxi.
here.
Do 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 do. Oh, this is gonna take all day. To be honest, I might just get halfway and turn around. I know the whole airline thing saying there's nothing more wasteful than runway behind you and all that, but can you really be bothered to taxi this far? We can go a bit faster. Barreling down 20 knots, there we go. So I was waiting for, I was just waiting for it to kick in. So kill the throttle, coast, get us there. Tack on left a bit. Ooh. We may be approaching a bit faster. That looks like an interesting rock right at the end of the runway there. Turn. And go. Hope you ladies didn't have a big breakfast, because if so, we oh, flaps might help. Here we go. Oh, she's sluggish, you can tell we've got to.
Ready, but no choice now.
No, I mean, we've literally taken off, so...
Right,
That's good then. So we're going to use the autopilot again, because... Yeah, it's back on speed mode. Because I'm lazy. Heading. Go. And that's it, the autopilot can do the rest. Flaps up. Oh. See, look. Done it again. Zoomed instead of changed the heading though. But instead of scrolling with your mouse wheel, you can click and hold it and drag it, which is a bit easier. How we go. Why not actually set an altitude over? Autopilot off. We've reached our destination. We got there a bit quicker than I thought. For some reason my microphone stopped working for a second then, sorry about that. I'm back now, apparently. Here we are, we're going to do our first lap around San Marco Square. Pretty. Obviously, as I've said, my graphics card is shocking, so graphics aren't as good as they could be.
not least, thanks for showing us that.
It's quite. Headphones seem quite quiet now.
Fantastic. Exactly what I expected. Bring on the awesome pics of this scenic tour.
Do settings in and then nearly nosedived. Anybody else is dizzy, you know, put your hands up.
It's rolling out the red carpet for us.
Right, good. Right. Floor it. Stupid autopilot. I mean, I'm sure it's not the autopilot, I'm sure it's the operator, but... There, right. Altitude held, heading on.
This is so much
Go.
more amazing than I expected.
Down at 1,000, don't we? To local speed. Let's move it. Whoops. Flaps are still down. Put my hands up, that was my mistake.
Even the light seems different from up here.
So we're going to try and do this one with the autopilot. Watch this space. That's what we'll do.
San Giuliano Park, here you are.
But it normally asks for about 87, so I'm just going to start slowing down and get it to match the speed. Unfortunately, we don't know what height it's going to be. 1,000 feet, so let's drop that down to 1,000. On. 2 knots. Let's reduce the speed. Basically, then it. Wrong way. See, I'm zooming again. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna. Basically, I only have to watch the speed now because the autopilot should check. Slowly. Bring the head around. Some of these will let you do a half back, but I don't think this one. This plane isn't one of them, as it turns out.
It's amazing how clear everything looks from up there. I feel like I can see forever.
Ah. A lot of scrolling this. But I've kept a nice constant 1,000 feet. It's only below 82, so I don't think I'll get.
I've never seen anything like that.
Keep circling, not much further now. I think this is where we're ending up. Nice. Out of it. Right, and we're out. Floor it. That was actually surprisingly well. That just worked surprisingly well, should I say. Gained a bit of speed. Gained a bit of height, should I say. Obviously, to gain speed, I've lost it. Got another 5 nautical miles to go. Oh, flaps again. Jesus. I always forget about the blooming flats. Definitely going to have a knock-on effect on our rating.
I'm blown
Lots.
away.
And then what we can do is we can hit.
Surreal.
Oh, there's an airport there. Not really sure I should be flying just like this, but you know. I can actually hit the navigation button. On. Then that'll maintain us in the middle of that box. Slowly eat the power up, just to get us up to as fast as possible. Basically it. Just now wait until we get to the Porcello Basilica. If you're Italian, I apologise profusely.
I don't feel afraid or dizzy. What a nice
I should hope we
surprise.
shouldn't feel dizzy at this moment in time. Whoa, I'm an owl. I can get my head all the way around. Hello, love. So we got 2 nautical miles. Let's have a look at the airport. So I believe somewhere it tells you.
Oh,
No chance.
here you are.
Useful.
Porcello Basilica.
I should probably start slowing down. Stop it, autopilot. Stop it, autopilot. That's the problem with nav mode. When you get to the end and you're not paying attention, it tries to follow the yellow box, which is just taking you away. Reduce the speed. Drop the flaps. So we're still in autopilot. I did click it off for a second and that was just to stop me fighting with it. Dropping it down to 82. Increase the throttle. I'm just turning the heading dial. I'm sure nobody does this in real life this way. It would be, I think I'd wear this heading dial out in about 5 years. Not 5 minutes. Like, sorry Garmin, I need a new one. Because I turn the knob too much. I'm sure if you're doing this for real life, there would be a way to program all this in. So you could just let the cruise control, I said it again, cruise control, the autopilot. Well, I work with cars, can't you? That's basically it, we're just scrolling. Yeah, very pretty. Scrolling. Well, this is kind of it for early game. For early game, should I say. So we're going to need to do one more of these before we can do the skydive certification. I've lost my bearings that way. So handy, this map's handy because the white bit's where you've been, the pink bit's where you're going. So if you ever need, because often I've gone like, oh, I'm going that way. It's the wrong way. Put the flaps up and we can floor it. Now we're heading back to the airport, so that's good. Let's get over here. Oh no, we're making another turn anyway.
Lima India Papa Victor traffic. Cessna India Foxtrot Tango Golf Juliet. 4 miles north. 1000 inbound to land. Runway 23. Lima India Papa Victor traffic.
Too much throttle. Again. It's pattern entry. We'll finish this mission up, and then we'll end episode 3. And we're getting there, so we've got our commercial pilot's license now. We're starting to save, basically, so I'll have a think. I might end up just grinding a few missions out in the middle. I know, because the next mission will get our next endorsement, so I'll record the next one, and then I might start grinding. What I may do as we go along is release other videos that aren't in the series that's there. Where's approach mode? Approach mode. Autopilot can go off. Yeah, sorry, so I might release other videos outside of the series that are more like how to fly your Cessna sort of thing. I mean, there's plenty of other
Lima India
videos
Papa
out there.
Victor traffic.
Hundreds of
Cessna
them.
India Foxtrot Tango Golf Juliet is on final. Runway 23 to land. Lima India Papa Victor traffic.
Yeah, so there's probably hundreds of them, but I guess it's my way of flying them. Everybody's different. There's a grass runway. It was a grass runway, wasn't it? It was that long ago we took off? I have no idea. Like a grass runway. Let's get the flaps out. Get high. Throttle. The Garmin seems to think there's a runway there, so down the flare. Beautiful.
And a buttery smooth air to
Beautiful.
top it all off.
Buttery smooth. That's what we like to hear, folks. That's a pretty good one, actually, compared to our last one. Buttery smooth. It's made my day, that. Towards the whole chart. I think they're actually our wheel tracks from the first time. That's interesting. Yeah, your wheel tracks look cool. Yeah, this director. Feature I've never noticed before. Come on, so close. I hate it when you stop just before and it's like, you have to put a load of throttle in just to get it moving. Yeah,
Lima
look,
India Papa Victor traffic.
these wheel tracks.
Cessna India Foxtrot Tango Golf Juliet
Nice
is
little
taxiing
feature.
to parking. Lima India Papa Victor traffic.
Back to the airport, guys. So, Eleanor, you want to fly again?
Can't wait to do it again. Loved every minute of it from start to finish.
Wow, it's
Thanks,
a little
Captain.
bit. Oh, welcome, ladies. Try not to make mincemeat of the man with the sticks.
You turned your passengers into flight addicts,
He's
haven't
like,
you?
my
Anyway,
job.
I can see that anxiety has turned into excitement. Well done.
I almost feel like I should move forward because he stood there with it. He's like, yeah, you're not even close enough, mate. Get to shifting. There we go. Our first flight scene mission. 8 star. Ooh, 670. Ooh, it's only going to be an A. See, that's where we lose our flaps extended. We're still having above B, but we're still only getting a little jump. But we're getting like 2 levels every mission, which is nice. I believe that means we've hit the level requirement. Yeah, level 8. So we just need one more mission with a C or above, and we will unlock the skydive. So what I'll do is I will leave that for the next episode, and I will leave you there. Thank you for joining me, and again, if you like and subscribe, that would be very much appreciated. Bye bye.